So the same lady who was crying rape, who was crying suicide, she's now married to a pastor. I mean, how miraculous is that? You understand? So we allowed it to slide. I mean, look, this is a guy that I loved. This is a guy that I genuinely turned my back on my mom, on my entire family when they warned me about him. This is a guy that I would put. I quit school to follow this guy. When he told me that God called me, God is gonna take care of me. I stopped literally everything about my life and I went to follow this guy. So this is a guy that you would protect, his reputation, his integrity with everything that you have. You understand? And so the rape allegations, they slid it. Everybody forgot about them. Fast forward 2017, he gets expelled from school and he was found cheating. The pastor was found cheating, and this became a big case in the school. So my 7 years with this guy, if I was to summarize it, I would say if I know hell, it is because of this guy. If I know what hell is, it is because of this guy. I used, the way this guy watched us suffer. And what breaks my heart, Solomon, is this is a guy that I started from, from day one with him. And seeing a man give, money to ladies, and yet he sees you suffer and he doesn't even do anything about it. He doesn't trying to, help you get into business. He doesn't try to help you.
You are like his best friend at one point, and day one,
Yeah.
nigga. So obviously you would have seen, how was his love life? How was his relationship with the women? He said he gives money to women even before he married his wife. I mean, you must have seen him getting away with women, and for a pastor doing that kind of stuff. Tell us some of the scenarios where he was with women, having sex with women or whatever, that, look, if you say you're a pastor, you shouldn't be doing all this.
Yeah, for sure. Look, there was one lady. Obviously, I'm not gonna mention her name. Obviously, in fact, there's a whole lot of them. Some of them I don't even remember their names. This was when we were still in school, right? So obviously he would hide, but he thought that I don't see all these things. I was always vigilant around this guy, and so he would obviously he had there was a lady. In fact, there were two of them. I remember one was from Sasselbeck, right? Um, he slept with the lady, and we were still students. He was a pastor. The ministry had started, and he thought I don't know, and I kept quiet about it. I never confronted him about it because this is a pastor. This is a man of God. You are trying to give them that respect. You understand? And fast forward, another lady came. Look, in fact, this guy had a disease. He had this pervasive, insidious disease of promising ladies that he's going to marry them, and he doesn't even pitch up. You understand? When he announced his wife to the church, there were a lot of ladies. There were about 3 ladies that had broken, and these were ladies that were promised marriage by this guy. You understand? These were ladies that had expectations of marriage. These were ladies that were told how they're going to be the first ladies, how they are going to be taken care of and stuff like that. So genuinely, his relationship, he was a guy that loves women. He was a guy that, obviously women, they are attracted to guys that wear nice and smell good and stuff like that. So he was a smooth talker. He knew how to get into their brains and how to manipulate them into thinking that he's going to have a relationship with them and stuff like that. But so knowing him from that point of view, before he even met the wife, there were a lot of ladies. You understand? So he's always been a guy that sleeps with ladies, but we always kept it quiet and kept it under wraps because we tried to protect the guy.
Does he, at one point, does he abuse alcohol or drugs?
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know about. Let me not lie. I don't know about drugs and alcohol. I won't lie about that. Perhaps maybe he did it when I was not watching, but I don't know. I don't know about that.
There was a point in the church where they said that the way he came out one of the service and told people that you know how to interpret tongues.
Yeah. He said,
wow.
I know.
How did that happen? Do you know how to interpret tongues? Can I speak in tongues now? Rabara, Ruka, Shika, Rante.
No.
What am I saying?
Look, there's nothing like that. There's in fact, let me tell you something that I never told anybody.
He came out and was telling the congregation that.
Look, Solomon, this is a guy that lies about everything. This is a guy that in fact, I feel guilty as it is now that I'm not telling the whole truth, right? So in 2014, what happened is I was helping him to prophesy, right? I was also known as a prophet. that was raised by me, that was prayed for by me. And I'm gonna come to the story of interpreting tongues. So what we used to do is we used to be known in Pumalanga where he comes from. We used to go to University of Limpopo. We went to quite a lot of places, right? And we were prophesying there. And how we were prophesying, I was prophesying with this guy. How we were doing it is I would have information about who I'm going to prophesy. I would know their name. I would, he would give me their names. He would give me their phone numbers. He would give me stuff that I needed to know for me to prophesy, right? And this people genuinely believed that we were prophets and we were prophesying. Funny enough, is the information that he gave me of everybody that I used to prophesy. These are people that he knew. These are people that at some point in life he had interacted with. You understand? As embarrassing as it is now, I mean, I want to sleep with a clear conscience, knowing that I have not, I have no stones that have been left unturned. So with the issue of interpreting tongues and interpreting dreams and whatever, that is just a blatant lie. It is just something that is purely made up from the mind. It is based on his ideologies of what he thinks people are saying. You can say something in tongues now, and he comes and says, "No, you are praying for a car." He sees God. He's hearing God saying, "You are praying for a car, and you are going to buy a car or whatever." So he's just genuinely telling people what comes to his mind. He just knows how to put excitement into the hearts of people. He knows how to tell people what they want to hear. You understand? So there is no such. That boy cannot prophesy. He is not a real time prophet. He can't even come here and tell all of us who are here what's going to happen tomorrow.
Tell me how you also collaborated to to steal money from people, make people give you guys money. How did you were a part of that, isn't it?
Look, he was very secretive about when it comes to money. I won't lie, he was very secretive. The guy that knows the church affairs and obviously the finances of the church is Kudani. You know, this is a guy that he calls his brother. People know him as his brother, but the actual fact, the truth is, these people are not brothers. They are from different demographic. These are people that are not brothers. You understand?
Is
So
is,
how
is, is Gudani still a slave in that church?
he's I think a slave is an understatement. When you say a slave, he's not happy, he's not fulfilled, he's just stuck. So I don't know what words we would use, but a slave, I feel like it's an understatement. He's doing all the dirty work for this guy. This is the guy that used to book all the guest houses that they could sleep, where this guy used to sleep with ladies. This is a guy that knows where he books all these hotels. This is a guy that we used to chat with women that Miss used to chow. This is a guy that knows all the dirty stuff that the wife does not even know. I mean, I stayed with these people, Solomon, in their house. They have a place where they hide money. The wife does not even know that stuff. She doesn't even know where they hide the money for the church, the offering and stuff like that. And so this is a guy that orchestrates every move that this guy makes. He orchestrates it. He knows the church affairs. He knows about the money, where the money goes, how much people give, how the money is spent. So he knows exactly where every single penny of the church goes. You understand? So this is a guy that orchestrates every move of me, including the ladies and the money.
Okay, we're gonna come back to you because I think you would have a lot to share because you know some of the undercover stuff. But let's go to the lady in the house, Kibotile. Kibotile, you had. Let's revisit the HIV miracle, HIV negative miracle that was, where but everything was cooked. So one of the gal who was prophesied that she has moved from HIV positive to HIV negative asked you to share on her behalf. Obviously, she didn't want to come out and all that kind of stuff. She asked you to share on her behalf just what really happened. But this is actually what, if we can see it very well, this is actually what he posted, what was posted in the church, and this is like a testimony time. So it was publicly that she was HIV positive, but now she was HIV negative. But all that was just cooked up, and all these are lies. She asked you to share what really happened in that case.
Okay, actually we are actually close, Mina and the girl.
Okay, she's a good friend of yours.
Yeah, I actually didn't even know about her status. So we were in the USAFE building, and Mzwake was like, he's gonna heal people that have chronic diseases from HIV to cancer and blah blah blah. And then everybody who needs healing must go to the back. There was an empty room at the back. So everybody went there, and then that's where he said that he's gonna heal these people with his shadow, and
Yeah.
they must look at him as
He's,
he
he's,
passes.
yeah, he's going to heal them with his shadow. When he passes, his
Yes,
shadow is going to heal them.
yes.
Okay. Okay. He
I was
passes,
also at
then
the, yeah. Them. He said they must be in a line.
okay.
Then
If
he's
you
gonna start from the back of the row going to the front.
okay.
Yes. Okay. Then he did that. I was actually ushering at the back with him as he was doing the shadow thing. But he did the shadow thing. He passed them, and then he went to the front. He said, "Look at my back. I'm gonna change." Blah blah blah. When he did that, I actually ran out of the room because he released something. I don't know what it is, but then there was just a heavy presence. I ran out of the room. I went where the congregation was. I actually ran to Mas Chaba crying. I told her, like, please, let's pray. Like, Papa just did something and I don't know what it is. It doesn't feel right. Okay, fine. And then I remember the girl who's on the poster coming out crying. And then I forgot who was holding the mic testifying that she is healed from
It was me.
HIV.
It was me.
Okay. Who
Yeah.
who was holding the
Okay.
mic?
Yep.
Who you
Yeah.
you
Yes.
were you were holding the mic in that fake miracle, so you knew about it.
Yes.
Okay.
Did you know
All right.
that they were faking it?
You knew that they were faking it.
I was suspecting, but I was not sure. But you know, obviously, when your instincts come in and
How
you
can you
pretty
say
much.
you're not sure? Who had the mastermind then? Marshall and who?
Marshall, and
It was
Bayanda.
Marshall and Bayanda. Marshall and Bayanda. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That was
Okay.
their department. Prophecies, healing, their department.
Yeah.
Okay. All fake miracles, Bayanda and Marshall. But Marshall is
Yes.
out of that place now, praise God. But Bayanda is like the chief creator of fake
He,
miracles
he
now.
runs he runs the church or the
He
cult,
runs the
whatever you
church.
call
Yeah, for sure.
I see. Okay, so Bayanda, but he's also a thief. Okay, Kibotile.
All right, so she came out crying. I remember her vividly. So, and then Buddha was saying that she was HIV positive. Now she's HIV negative. The nurses tested her at the back. Blah blah blah. And funny enough, all the nurses that were testing these people are no longer in the church. So why would you see God at work and disappear from the church? But those are the questions we would ask ourselves, but we wouldn't have answers. Fine. Um, Shapu, she went back home. She went back to her doctor, and then the doctor tested